Do a little bit different kind of video today, y'all. One a little bit about who I am, why I enjoy fishing, what got me into fishing, my different fishing experiences. I was invited to apply for a program coming up, a competitive fishing program from what I understand, so it always helps when they know a little bit about you. First off, my name is Derek N. Armstrong. That's how I come up with the DNA for my YouTube videos. I'm almost 40 years old. That gives me a lot of fishing experiences, different kinds of fishing experiences. I work in new house construction, doing the doorknobs, the bath hardware, work press plate ceilings, cabinet knobs, work a lot of higher end houses. I was born in Maine, so that gives me a lot of experience, or at least enough experience with, say, like ice fishing and such, out of shanties or out parking your truck on the ice, getting in that truck and watching those traps come up and have them all drilled out in front of you. A lot of brook fishing up there for brook trout, stream fishing, river fishing. Never got to the rivers much. Mostly did the ponds and lakes, catfish. We called them horn pout back then up there because they're just little tiny bullheads. Did a lot of wading streams and spear fishing up there, so that's not a new issue. I know how to do a lot of that stuff. Lobster fishing for lobster trapping. Yes, know how to lobster trap. Actually took a vacation recently when we went back up to Maine, got on a lobster boat as a tour thing, and saw a lot of how that's done and everything. So what do I do now? I like extreme fishing now. I've been fishing this one lake in San Antonio here for about 17 years or so. It's about the only place I fish. Chase a lot of catfish, big catfish. I put my clients on some very, very large catfish, 37 pounds, 17 pounds.
Is it stuck, bub? Oh my God! Folks, this is awesome. This is just freaking awesome. Reel down, pop him up quick. I can't net unless I can see his head. Oh, oh, come on, come on. Woohoo! Nice, nice fish.
And nothing makes them happier than pulling in those big fish. So I catch a lot of them myself. I just do it for fun for me. I also catch redfish out there. We get them from anywhere from 20 inches up through to 42 inches on some of these fish. Recently, got a 38-inch fish. I hooked into that fish, set that hook, and handed it over to my client, and he caught that big old red.
38, biggest one so far now. Congrats, bro. That's a fantastic fish.
What I really like doing is something my brother took me years to talk me into doing, and that's shark fishing. I'm not the strongest swimmer. I can swim. Catch all your bait on the beach, then you hook up to a big old hook, usually a 16-0 circle hook up through to a 20-0 circle hook. Jump in your kayak, kayak that bait out through that rough surf, out to a quarter-mile out. And sometimes you'll wipe out on the way out. And when you do that, you have to worry about your lines and your cables. You have to keep your cool and make sure you don't get a hook in yourself. So once you get that bait out, you get back on the beach, you sit, you relax, maybe drink a beer, chill out, whatever you want to do. And then that line just goes ripping out. Do what you can, you get in harness, hook up on that fish, and sometimes those fights can take an hour, sometimes longer. Recently just had one where a little fish, little shark, bit the line, and bit that fish in half. Did not get hooked. Come back later on, grabbed it up, and this turned into like a 3-hour fight because that bait got stuck on bottom. And it turned out to be a really, really nice bull shark, about a 5.5 footer, 5 footer, I'd guess. I don't use a tape measure on them. But that's a big struggle. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of stamina to do that. Like I said, my brother taught me to do that, and I'm just kind of pursuing it and trying to learn a lot more about how to do that. So, fishing in a competition, I have a huge competitive spirit. I always feel I got to come in #1. I'm not a big kind of guy. I only weigh 135 pounds, but I have a lot of upper body strength. So I'm real good at fighting those fish. And ideas, they call me the MacGyver of YouTube sometimes. I come up with new innovative ideas on how to hunt, how to fish. You break a fishing reel on the beach, do those repairs, get it fixed, get back to fishing. I would love to travel around and get on some new and exciting kind of fishing, new challenges, things that I've never tried before. You know, a little bit of water skiing in the past, so there was something I saw in the application on the program about that. So there's a lot of things that I can do, and being a littler guy, fast runner, I don't have a lot of weight to carry. so I could keep up with those younger guys. And really, I think it would be a great thing. Get on a program, get some exposure. I don't want to be on my knees doing doorknobs forever, so it's something I do enjoy. It gives me a lot of free time to get out and do the fishing that I really love to do. In short, I love fishing. I love the competitive spirit of it. I've trout fished, I've fly fished, I've spear fished, I've ice fished. I know a little bit about river fishing, big lakes. I've been on lobster boats. I've gone for sharks. I've been on fishing boats out in the ocean for red snapper and kingfish. There isn't hardly any kind of fishing I don't know. Jug lines, trot lines,